Hello everyone, welcome to my second video of Tee Off with Ramki. Today I'm going to talk about a concept that I've seen a lot of successful leaders show, and one that I also came across in my own life. What is that important concept, you wonder? It's leading with empathy. Let me illustrate this with an example that I recently saw on social media. This is a lady who's talking to a class who talks about a story of her own story, so I'm sharing that here. So her husband walked up to her and told her that, we're going to go look at this car at the showroom, but I don't want to buy the car. We're just going to have a look. And she said, sure. So husband and wife walk up to the showroom. The salesman walks up to meet them and he says, hello, Mr. X. I have seen your online profile and the kind of work you do in this particular space. And my daughter has also been afflicted with that same disease that you are so working hard for. And this gentleman who walked and not to buy the car was by now beaming. For the next 20 minutes, all they spoke about was the work that this gentleman was doing in that space. 20 minutes later, they walk out of the guy's office to go look at the car. And the husband remarks, I think we have everything we need here in the showroom. The salesperson didn't talk about the car. The salesperson did not explain the fabulous features. Didn't talk about 0 to 100 seconds in 5 seconds, in 3 seconds, or this much BHP and that much RPMs. None. He didn't even talk about the cars. And yet, the gentleman walked out saying, I think we have everything here. Very interesting, isn't it? The same thing happened when I was interviewing for jobs. I was at a business school at the University of Michigan and interviewing with this top consulting firm. I wanted to be a consultant, didn't end up doing it. But as I was going through the final rounds of interviews, senior most partners are the ones you meet. So I'm sitting with this interview to meet this very senior person. And this was my third interview of that day. And I knew it was a very important one because the senior most usually you get to meet towards the end. And I had done some work on HIV education during my college times. And so this was on my last bullet point down here on my full page resume. And he picked it up. And he said, oh, can you talk to me about the work you did for HIV? It was a 45-minute interview. And all we spoke about was the work that I'd done on HIV. And there was a reason why this gentleman was so focused on it. His partner was afflicted and actually passed away from HIV. Didn't know that at that time, but we spent all the time talking about that. What do you think happened to my interview? Do you think I got the job or didn't get the job? Of course, I got the job. So, what does leading with empathy mean? Leading with empathy is about understanding, about appreciating the individual and the person and their circumstances and stuff that happens. I see most of the times people spend a lot of time only talking about the product. If it is not the product, if it is the process, or if it is a person they're selling, the person they're selling. They never spend time talking about or spending time on the person they're spending time with. Think about it. I mentor and coach startup entrepreneurs. When the first question I ask them is, how much do you know of the person you're going to meet? And most of the times the answer is none. We somehow believe that the product alone will sell itself. Yes, it is important to have the product. Very good. It is important that the product fills a need, a gap. It is important that the process you sell is better. It is important that you if you're selling yourself, the individual, are beyond blemish so that the person will buy. Absolutely. But the most important, connect that clicks or does not, as I have seen, is actually leading with empathy. So the next time you are going to go pitch, the next time you're going to ask someone to invest, the next time you're going to sell a product, ask yourself this question. I have everything done. How do I lead with empathy?